Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, we meet again. My name is Toto Pamungkas, and I will give some explanations about the natural hazard in Southeast Asia. Most regions are united because of their instability, not only geopolitically but physically. If you have read material about Southeast Asia physically, then you will come across the term Ring of Fire. This is a term that refers to a larger area of high tectonic activity along the Pacific Ocean basin. In Southeast Asia, this tectonic activity has shaped the physical landscape and presents the potential disaster. Especially volcanic eruption area is a relic of the history of volcanic eruptions, one of which was the fastest eruption in Indonesia in 1815, namely the eruptions of Mount Tambora, which was able to cool global temperature and cause crop failure in France and Egypt. Not only Tambora, Mount Krakatau, which is located between the islands of Java and Sumatra, also erupted with the powerful explosions that caused tens of thousands of people to die, and it took several years for the weather to return to its normal patterns. The sounds of the eruptions of Krakatau is the loudest in the modern history. Even these sounds can be heard from a distance of 4,800 kilometers or around 3,000 miles. Along with the islands of Indonesia, the Australian plate is a subduction under the Eurasian plate. This forms a subduction zone to the west of the Sumatra Islands. In 2004, this subduction caused a massive underwater earthquake that killed as many as 230,000 people. Tsunamis can occur due the displacement of water and can be caused by various factors such as landslides, meteor impacts, or underwater volcanic eruptions. We are not able to prevent this disaster from happening, but we can prepare by planning land use, public education. In responding to disasters that occur, the international community created the tsunami warning system for the Indian Oceans after 2004 tsunami, which caused many casualties. Disasters that often occur in Southeast Asia are tropical cyclones. To be precise, in the Northwest Pacific Oceans, most storms form in the summer between June and November, and the islands of the Philippines are the areas most frequently affected. A tropical cyclone are a storm of a great range with an average radius of 150 until 200 kilometers. The cyclone is formed in the vast ocean, which generally has a warm sea surface temperature of more than 26.5 degrees Celsius. Winds rotating near the center have a velocity of more than 633 km per hour, and the diameter of the eyes of the cyclones range from 10 until 100 km. Because storm can last between 3 to 18 days because the energy of a tropical cyclone is obtained from a warm ocean. The cyclone will disappear when it moves and enters cold water or approaches the land. The intensity of the formation of cyclonic storms is more common due to climate change. This is conveyed by several researchers because warmer sea temperatures will trigger the formation of storms. The team of researchers from the Philippines studied the formation of this storm holistically by investigating past cyclonic storm using geological and geophysical techniques, and then computerizing them to predict future cyclones. Thank you very much.